Welcome back, Panther fans. I'm David Brown here with the Ryan Graham,
Y'all?
our very own Tim Thurber,
Hello.
and this is State of Atlanta.
That's a good can opening.
Thanks for waiting to do the show tonight, guys. I had a long day, so it took me a minute to get here.
It's like 9:02. We're good.
Central.
Yeah.
Sunbelt time, right? It's 9 o'clock Sunbelt time.
We've moved this whole podcast. We're now doing everything in Central Time.
That will never happen. Never happen. I was born and raised in Central Time, and after moving to the Eastern Time Zone, Central Time sucks. It is the second best time zone, though.
No way. Just go all in. Just go all the way out west.
West Coast is weird, man.
That's the third best time. The Pacific is the third best time zone.
But Mountain in like Arizona doesn't do daylight savings, so that's cool.
All right. Well,
I guess here it's like Ohio doesn't, right? Something like that. Like one of those Midwestern states.
County in Illinois or something that doesn't do it.
Yeah, but I think all of Arizona just doesn't do it.
I just couldn't get used to.
We don't farm.
Arizona's
in
a real place
Pacific time though. Pacific time though, like I did the thing where I was there over 2 weekends. I don't know if I want to wake up and the very first thing I see is football.
Yes, no, that's exactly why I like it. That's
I like
why
to wake up a little bit.
Is number 2, or number 3, is you wake up and football is just on. Now, if you want to watch College Game Day, you've got to get up pretty early
6
for that.
a.m.
Yeah, but as an advocate for all day drinking, it's not the worst plan in my mind.
I got to give props to when they go to the West Coast and do the early shows, all those people that show up at like 4, 3, 2, 1 in the morning to get that good coveted spot on game day. Woo.
Even when they do it on the East Coast, these dumbass SEC and ACC team fans, especially if they go to a group of 5 or an FCS school that's on the East Coast, those idiots get out there at 2 or 3 in the morning anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
Or days before.
Those aren't even real spot. Yeah, they don't have academics there. They're not the powerhouse like Georgia State is.
No, we are the number 2 powerhouse team in the United States
for being bad at football.
Oh yeah.
Your comment was the best, is that we're not even good at that,
I know.
We're not even good at being bad. There's still a team that's worse than us in college football. UMass is worse than us in college football. God.
And at first I couldn't guess it. I was like, well, maybe it's Charlotte. I wasn't sure, but I'm like, no, Charlotte has more wins than 1, right? Maybe.
I don't know if they have more wins than 1, but they're still like they announced today they're
an American.
$3.3 million of their $5 million goal to pay players for next year alone. That's it.
It's really amazing what you can get if you ask for it.
That's a lot of
crazy,
right? A lot of dough.
If you just talk to your fans. So that's the big problem. And Brady put an article out on Panther Talk yesterday or today. I didn't check it until today about the silence deafening from Georgia State right now. So you've got, obviously there's that whole Lane Kiffin thing going on. Penn State fired their coach months ago. And then all these other coaches, there's what they call Black Sunday. All these coaches gone. Coaches are already being hired. Ole Miss already promoted their DC to be head coach. Jimmy Madison's got some guy going to UCLA. I think they've found, like, everyone's doing stuff, and there's not a word. And not only is there not a word from Georgia State about doing something, we can assume that Del McGee's sticking around if we haven't heard about it yet. We've heard nothing about coordinator changes. There's not even, Cobb could have put out something. McGee could have put out something, especially McGee, since he does Cobb's job as well, is like, hey, this is not acceptable. We will not stand for a 1-win season. This is not how Georgia State expects to operate. Nothing.
David, he could have just used ChatGPT to write the whole thing for him.
I know, right?
Seriously, you could put like 35 seconds of effort into this, have someone proofread and be like, yeah, that sounds pretty good, and publish it, and you're good to go.
We need to create one of those.
Something.
We need to create a chat bot or a social media account like Chat ADCC or whatever it is, and just start putting out our own stuff, like things the athletic director should be saying right now. Just show something. Show signs of life that they're. I forget exactly how Brady ended the article. The last line was a zinger. It was like, if you act like nothing's wrong, everyone's going to believe that this is what you expect or you accept as far as what the program goes, and that's what it looks like. Yeah. See,
so the
Emmanuel,
thing is
Brady's piece is amazing. Yeah.
the thing is you don't get anything from the coach, right? And okay, fine, whatever. You're waiting on your athletic director to figure out how to communicate stuff out or whatever. Okay, that's not happening either. But then the silence is worse than that, guys. I went in, I was looking for like the press conference for the game, and nothing. Nothing today, nothing after the game. There's nothing published on the website. I found ODU's press conference and I found their recap of the game published on YouTube, but there's nothing from us since the game. And it's just like, dude, we're not even going to talk about the loss. We're not even going to talk about the game that we played, let alone what the future holds. But like, we're not even going to talk about this at all. We're just done. I guess they're on vacation. They just don't feel like showing up. I don't like, what is it? What is it? That's to me what it feels like the answer is. It's like, well, it's a hard discussion. So hey, well, we're on Thanksgiving break anyway. So, F it.
I guess it was, we made it to the end of the season. We're done. Thank you for watching. See you next year.
We gave you a 12-game season. What else do you want from us? That's we did our jobs, right?
Well, David,
wins.
according to you and the stats that you were looking at, you wanted a 9-win season. That's what you expected. You expected.
Oh, come on. You saved all those numbers. Let's ignore all that.
You expected us to lose to Ole Miss, Jimmy Madison, and Appy State. No, wait.
Okay, good.
And Vandy. I had the Appy loss.
These are unofficial results, by the way.
Tim wanted, we just wanted 7 wins, We weren't asking a whole lot, just 7. It's
I was wavering on
not
one
huge.
of them.
We weren't like breaking records or nothing.
I feel like 6 wins was well within our reach, honestly, guys. Like, there was no reason we couldn't get to 6. There's no reason. We had the top recruiting class in the Sun Belt. Georgia State. We had top recruiting class in the Sun Belt. We had all these accolades coming in. We had a superstar hired coach. He got his, coordinators together, assistants out the yazoo, got everything lined up, and then the whole thing just did not take off. And it got worse. I don't know.
Right.
Well, our offense never could take off unless Cam was on board, and then they didn't play him for whatever reason. He's the only one who seemed to be able to jumpstart it. The defense.
Do you think
I could run against our defense? I mean, it's crazy.
Your kids could run against our defense.
Yeah. I mean, our defense just could not stop a run to save their lives. But they had some big plays. They had some shiny moments, and I think if they had an offense sitting up behind them that could like keep things going a little bit and keep things moving a little bit, I think our defense could have held tight in a lot of these games. Like, they're not great, but I think they were good enough. But like, it's just everything, and then special teams just like totally 100% sucked. I mean, like every single part of it except for the one record that we did, and then penalties. This last game,
that loss of the game,
we're over 100 yards again. Like we spotted them a touchdown. What? Like whoa.
Yeah.
Before we
I think the minute we missed that,
I just want to add Emmanuel's. David, I wanted that too. I respect your standards for real, even if we fell way off. I just like being. You mentioned my name and you say
7 is.
I'm gonna put your link up there. I'm gonna put your comment on the screen.
7's a solid number of wins, David. Come on, you can't hate that.
No, 7 would have been great.
9 sounds fantastic. I mean,
the floor is 6-6. The floor is bowl eligibility. Like that is the bottom basement of what we accept, and we got 1 win and not even an FBS win.
Right, and like more than half the Sun Belt has 6 wins, right? Isn't that true? Like, I think it's 7, 8
9
teams.
of the what are we at 14 teams? 9 of the 14 teams are going to bowl games this season.
It's no reason we shouldn't be one of them. Yeah,
most of any garbage 6. So
next,
I just came up with that. Just
you should coin that.
I think in my whole rant though, like I'm saying that I think we have the pieces, right? Like we had the pieces the whole time. The coaches just like either didn't play them or mismanaged them, like with all the penalties and stuff. Like everything points to the coaches, which is really just a shame, man. It just sucks.
So do you think what's worse? The complete lack of fundamentals, which I'm turning that back to those penalties and everything, just making dumb mistakes, versus not settling on a quarterback, and that quarterback being Cam Brown week 1. Like, Finley wasn't even available till week 2, and we thought that was going to be something awesome. And there was moments, but just he wasn't there. But if Cam Brown had been able to stay healthy and we played him week 1 for the entire season, even with all the dumb penalties, we win some games, right?
Yeah. I mean, the penalties probably keep us out of some games too, right? Like
for sure.
You remember the first few games, we were up a plus 100, 130 yards in penalties. Some of our initial 4 or 5 games. I mean, that was lack of discipline football, just making procedural errors, every little thing you could do wrong. So I think some of those would have kept us out, even with Cam starting game 1. But I think we would have won some of those games too, where we had 60, 70 yards of penalties. Cam would have moved the offense along enough to get those W's. We'd have won
Jimmy Madison game, 14-7 game. We lost by that's our closest game, right? It's our closest game we had, 7 points with Jimmy Madison. We had with South Alabama.
I guarantee you that came up.
So see, the thing is by then we did know Cam was the guy, right? We knew that Cam was the guy by then.
Yeah, that's game 1 of the conference schedule. We knew it. We knew that Cam was the guy at that point already. If we'd have played Cam that entire game, tell me we don't win that game. You know?
And we would.
That's kind of the thing is, I think game 1 of the season, it's really hard to say because you don't know what Cam's been doing in practice. Practice is just different than games. And you see players come out all the time and they don't earn the starting spot, but then the starter gets hurt and they come in and they're a rock star, and it's man, they just didn't show out in practice, but they show out in the game. And for all I know, that's what Cam was doing or how Cam was. And so we just didn't even expect him there. But I could say
Ryan.
that, except for then we saw what happened where then everybody knew what we had. We all watched Cam ball out every time he was on the field. And I say ball out, but just comparatively, he was pretty good. And
clear number 1 QB. How about that?
Clear number 1.
Easily.
Even if his stats weren't off the charts, the offense was just moving with him, right? We were scoring with touchdowns. Whether those were on more yards or not, I don't really care. We scored more touchdowns under Cam Brown. You don't hear me say that kind of thing very often. But I don't know, just we all saw it and we were all like, what the hell's happening? What is this? And then they just still kept playing the other guy. And you're like, well, all right, what's happening?
We just takes them longer to develop, that's all.
Our out-of-conference schedule, and that includes the win against Murray State, we gave up 192 points. 192 points scored just by our out-of-conference schedule, and that includes 1 win in there. What the hell? What the actual hell?
It's a lot of points. Oof.
That is ridiculous.
That is something.
Nearly 200 points given up in out-of-conference. I mean, granted, those are very, very top-loaded with Ole Miss putting up 63 and Vandy putting up 70. Man, Vandy putting up 70. If you would have told me 10 years ago that we were going to play Vandy and they put up 70 against us, I'd be like, oh man, we must have been really bad because Vandy sucks.
Well, they're
pretty good.
And,
they're in the top
I think
12.
they had a chip on their shoulder. I think they came in there. We were not coming out of there with
who do you think had a bigger chip on their shoulder, Pavia or with Lee? The coach is Clark Lee. Is that his name? Who do you think the coach or quarterback had a bigger chip on their shoulder about that game this season?
I mean, I think the entire team had a bigger chip on their shoulder.
They're real sad they lost.
They could have turned off those Jets a long time before they actually. I don't think they ever turned off the Jets in that game. They just kept scoring. I know our defense isn't very good. I get it, but they kept coming to score points.
It doesn't hurt my feelings when teams do that, though. To me, I'm like, I wish my team would let their foot off the gas.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So they did.
We keep doing what works and stop us.
They let off the gas in the second half. They scored 21 points in both the first and second quarter, and they let off the gas, and they scored only 14 points in both the third and the fourth quarter. So they definitely took it down a little bit,
It took it down a notch. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
So
hey,
our
think
score,
about this.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I was just going to say our box score was 3-6-6-6. I don't remember after the were those field goals? Because there's no way we made that many field goals. That had to have been touchdowns. And we missed the 2-point conversion, right? I'm not even looking at the details of it.
We did go for 2. No, so think about this. You were talking about Cam Brown, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he had played against JMU and we'd beat them, that's our only Sun Belt win of the season. We'd have kept them potentially out of the college football playoff.
Dude,
if all the marbles go their direction. I mean, I guarantee you in that committee room, that game is being brought up because we are their worst win. I mean, we are 14-7 against a 1-win FCS Georgia State team.
But it was an away game. It was at the park. You know how hard it is to win away games. No, man,
it's super hard. Yep.
If Duke wins this ACC championship and Jimmy Madison makes it in,
they will.
Dude, I am the biggest Troy fan this week. Go Trojan Rubbers! Fuck, just put it
You're
right
a Virginia
in there,
fan and a Troy fan, right? That's what you are.
Yes, I'm a Virginia and Troy fan this week. Oh God, I don't want Jimmy Madison in the college football playoffs. Like,
can you imagine?
As if their arrogance is not big enough as is.
Well, they've already posted a million things about being the first Sun Belt team to be ranked in the top 25 college football playoffs. So they're ready to
they're
blow
not,
up.
though. Didn't Appy get up there?
I don't know if it was in the CFP ranking, though.
Right, yeah. So also Lafayette was ranked.
Oh, it was too early in the season.
Yeah.
Well, it was before the playoff. That's still in the 4-game playoff, not the 12-game playoff.
Right. So this is the first time that A, they've been ranked, and B, I believe the Sun Belt team has been in the top 25 CFP. I mean, the committee kind of had to do it. Enough teams lost this week to, like, what are you going to do? Who are you going to put in front of them to be, make them be 26, basically not on the board, right?
So I put out something there on Twitter about this whole thing is, with the potential of the ACC missing out on a team going to the college football playoff and getting 2 garbage 6 teams in, that the idea here is like, to fix this, we should just allow all conference champions in and disregard any of this kind of like weird limitations. But instead, what they're going to do, they will, after this season, if this happens, if Duke wins and 2 garbage 6 teams get into the college football playoff,
there's change.
I guarantee you there will be a change, and it's going to be like
GC or something, right?
No, they're going to eliminate it.
6?
He did multiple times. I love it.
Rude.
It's rude, but I also love it at the same time. It is pretty good. It's pretty funny.
If we're in it, it's got to be garbage, and then we're out.
It's crazy though. The whole thing is crazy if it is 2 G6 teams getting in.
What it would be like? Would it be Jimmy and Tulane or
North Texas or something
Tulane?
Like North Texas, yeah, which is nuts.
I don't want to see that. All right,
I just want to hear from them. That's the main thing.
It's gonna be so horrible. It's gonna be so absolutely horrible. They're gonna be purple everywhere. All right.
Do you guys know what Jordan Simmons' eligibility looks like? Because he did run well again, and it seems like he is, I don't know, like I wouldn't be sad about him returning.
Well, that's gonna be a big one. We have signing day is tomorrow or today as this podcast releases, and who knows who's going to stick around, who's going to go. Let's see, Simmons, he is a redshirt senior, so he would have one more year, right?
One more year. We got to keep him.
But he could go anywhere.
We apparently need 2 quarterbacks too, right? Because we have 2 leaving at least.
Well, we have 1 left.
We have 1 left. Vayer's done, right? He's gone.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Someone else is leaving,
No,
right?
I heard that Pavia may sue for another year, and if he does that, then maybe other quarterbacks can get another year as well. Pavia is just going to.
Can we bring back old quarterbacks?
Wait, is Papia's trying to say yet another year, like for next season?
Mm-hmm. He wants another year.
Isn't that guy 30?
I think he's going on 40.
I think he's legit like 26 or 27. Like he's old. He's old on like NFL standards, not for quarterbacks, but Jesus.
Yeah. And I'm like, is there even a chance? The only reason you want to stick around is because you know you don't have an NFL career. Like, there's no one, like, I'm dried up. I'm done. And if they're bringing in everybody, they just signed their coach to a 6-year. That's one thing that's very interesting about Vanderbilt. Like, so with all these coaches, they're taking the bigger paycheck all over the place. Vandy's coach, like, that's even though it's an SEC program, that's still a program where if you get that job and you're good, you're getting hired somewhere else. Because if you can win at Vandy, you can develop players anywhere, right? And he signs a 6-year contract after giving them the 2 best seasons of their and forever. That's a commitment. That's the kind of coach you want, right?
I think so. I wish we had one of those.
James Franklin stuck around there for a little while before the Penn State call came, right?
He did. Yeah.
I feel like he passed over some stuff.
Was Franklin at Vandy?
When they were good, what, 10 years ago or something?
Yeah, but he's a dick. Was he? Oh, was he?
I remember as a Georgia fan, I started hearing my other, my family just started being like, "Oh, we got to play Vandy," and that's tough. And I'm like, "What? What is this? What is this chat? Vandy's tough." And then, he had them going.
They were tough, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one of these days people will talk about like, oh, you're playing Georgia State, easy win. Like, no, Georgia State's tough now. No,
good this year.
This game. All right, so I made a comment about, there was nothing said about McGee on Black Sunday. There was nothing on Monday. So obviously, Cobb's not getting rid of McGee, right?
We've heard nothing probably not.
I'm okay with that, but the silence is not. I'm not okay with. I'm okay with AD McGee sticking around, but his assistants have to get shuffled away and around, and that's not happening either. I don't understand.
And so preferably just out the door.
But we've heard nothing about the assistants yet. We've also been told, Ben has made comments on Panther Talk that they won't say anything about assistants changes until after signing day this Wednesday, because I guess they don't want kids to, not sign because the guy that recruited them, got fired or whatever, which is...
See, I don't love that because now the guy...
It's a whole bag of dicks in itself,
The guy might not sign because he doesn't know if his guy's going to get laid off after signing day, right? So now it's like, well, I'm not even sure if he's going to be there. And even if you weren't going to lay that guy off, now this guy didn't sign because he was afraid you were gonna.
Well, so, all of that being said, here's my question or my comment. Like, Georgia State just has some bad luck sometimes. So a couple of years ago, when all the realignment was going on, and that spot in the American was available, we made no moves because Becker was leaving as president. Blake was not even officially, dubbed in the sword on his shoulders, named Sir Dr. President Blake or whatever it is, and Cobb was just cobbing it up everything. So it was a bad timing. It was very, very bad timing for decisions to be made about conference changes. I really kind of chalked it up to that. I think that if maybe everything had happened with Becker a year before or a year after, we probably would have made the move. I think so. I don't know. So that happened, and now we're in a position
a year before.
Where, yeah, I think if it would have happened the year before, Becker would have pushed for a move to the American. Or if it was a year after, Blake maybe would have been in there. Maybe. I mean, we've seen very little pulse from him, but maybe he would have said like, hey, that sounds like a good idea. But it was right. It was the exact same time when that all happened. So that sucked. That was bad timing for us. And now we're sitting at a point where we have a lame duck athletic director, which, hell, he may have been a lame duck for the past 3 or 4 years, to be honest with you.
The thing is we don't even have an announcement of that, though. We don't even have an announcement that we have a lame duck athletic director, which is crazy. We're done. Like, we don't even
Right.
know that. Like, we're not even searching for a replacement right now, and he's just sitting
Well,
there.
we don't know. We don't know that we're. I mean, if there's an
They wouldn't
agreement,
tell us.
if there's an agreement from everything we've heard, is a contract renewal is not being extended to Cobb, and Cobb is not asking for a contract extension. You would have to assume
Seems
that
like you're
Blake.
breaking up.
Yeah, I mean, at
You
this
have to
point,
assume
you
that
either
Blake is.
have that in place or you've moved on, and in which case, we should still know, like, as a fan
We should
base,
know.
and we should know, and you guys should be taking action on, not you guys, but, like, the athletic department and the university should be taking action to replace him.
Right.
Sta
But what I'm saying is, I would assume somebody in Blake's position, someone who's in charge of $6-7 billion worth of downtown industry or real estate or economy, whatever it is. I guess economy, right? And he would know, hey, if this guy's leaving, I should probably have a research team out there to search for him. There may be a search going on. There may be conversations being had that we're unaware of. But yeah, it kind of sucks that we don't know what's happening at all right now. But like, I guess what I was getting back to my point though is we had that bad luck with the conference realignment and the timing, and now we've got this happening where we have no real athletic director at the same time that football and basketball are both at the lowest point. I mean, right? This is the lowest point of our two biggest programs since we started football, right?
in
Agree.
decades.
I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't felt this way in easily over a decade. Georgia State.
This is the worst. This is the worst spot athletically Georgia State's been since we started football, and that includes 0-12 years. That includes another 1-12 year. That includes a 2-10 year. Like,
yeah, you had something to look forward to.
And it's crickets from them. Just well, it's crickets from them for the most part, but during the games and stuff, it's we're the enemy.
If I had known, if I had known that this year football was not going to be any good, I would have said, "Ooh, we gotta get rid of it. We gotta get rid of Hayes because we need to give the fans something to look forward to." Seriously, like I don't see this year going any better, although somehow it supposedly will. I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll see.
So we lost to Mercer today.
We did.
We lost to Mercer, and they're like what? They're in like year 2 of being a Division I program. We lost to them, and I guess we tied it up at the half, which just sucks because that means that we were sucking. The fact that we had to tie it up at the half, we still lost by 11 points.
Yeah.
We lost by.
We shot 25%. So
we're good at that.
That's pretty crazy, right? That's like pretty terrible.
Super freaking terrible.
We gave them 30 opportunities at the free throw line. We had 15.
You give me 2 or 3
penalties.
beer. You give me 2 or 3 beer and no one blocking me, and I can shoot better than 25%. The no blocking is a key point there.
Yeah, just wide open lanes to the basket.
Oh no, not running. I can't do layups. I would pull something.
No.
I would. Yeah, there were. I need to have I need to be playing chorus where I just stand there and
shoot from the blocks.
I could do better than 25% in free throws. I could do better than 25% in free throws.
Have you not seen the hue of his skin, Tim? The tint. He's good at he can shoot. He's okay at the shoot. He can go to the 3-point line even, and he can throw it up there and it'll go in. But he can't.
I just can't move.
He can't handle the ball. He can't do anything else. He can just shoot. That's it.
He needs to be wide open and he can shoot.
Yeah, I want to see.
That's it.
I want to see the next basketball movie that comes out. I want to see it be like some like dad bod guy in his Crocs schooling some guys on the recreational court.
Dropping dimes, but
just
not
jumping
really
in,
moving.
like dip, diving, getting in. Yeah. All right.
Yes, man. We just watched that movie again. It's terrible.
Which movie?
Which movie?
Sorry, you said dip, dive. I thought you were saying dodgeball.
That's a great movie.
Oh, that's a good movie.
It's not. Watch it again. Well, it's terrible.
It's terrible, but it's terribly good to watch.
Every single scene that Ben Stiller's in is horrible because Ben Stiller's horrible. But I think the rest of the movie is pretty good. And here's the part that I don't like about Dodgeball is because Ben Stiller's wife is in that movie and she's amazing. But every time I see her, I'm like, oh, you're married to Ben Stiller? Yuck, that's gross.
Go watch it again. It's a short movie. It's like an hour and a half, and you'll probably agree with me. It's not a very good movie. It does not stand up. Dude, I was high off my gourd watching it, and I should have been cracking up, and I was like, did this come out the same year as Grandma's Boy, and it's just like a ripoff? Like what? Like
I don't know. Well, it's not a ripoff, but yeah, I know it's good.
Grandma's Boy is fantastic.
I made I let my 8-year-old daughter watch Biodome over the break.
Oh, I should watch that again.
Not appropriate for an 8-year-old, but I did find out. I didn't find out. They sell Bud and Doyle merch in the movie, and I found somebody on Etsy selling the shirts. I bought that to wear on the '90s cruise. My Bud and Doyle Biodome shirt. Yeah,
hell yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a great one. Son-in-Law. Son-in-Law is not available for streaming. I have to pay for it. But Son-in-Law maybe is Pauly Shore's best movie he did. That's a great movie.
Is the co-star in Biodome the same guy that was in PCU?
No. I know you're talking about that.
That's what I'm picturing for some reason.
It's Stephen. It's funny. Stephen Baldwin is the co-star in Biodome. Jeremy Pivens is the big guy in PCU. But I think what you think about is Jon Favreau, who is, the father of Marvel movies, who plays Gunther or Gunner, whatever it is.
That is who I was talking about. I forgot that was Jon Favreau. When he's like, oh yeah, I brought these guys over. They just need to use the bathroom, and it's like, you brought George Clinton to our party.
Wasn't he in Swingers? Was he in Swingers?
Yes.
Jon Favreau? Yeah. Below me where the Pampers is.
Yeah. Jon Favreau is great. I was really happy that he was like the thing that I was really liking about like Mandalorian and Star Wars, and like I was like, oh man, Jon Favreau, like of my comedy childhood-ish, is like bringing back my Star Wars childhood in a great way, and then the Marvel stuff too, because he was doing all the Iron Man stuff.
I mean, like, honestly, you cannot be a fan of Marvel movies without respecting Jon Favreau for creating the first Iron Man movie. So anyhow, that's way last call kind of stuff. But
And I know talking about Georgia State again.
It's horrible as it is. That's what the fans want, Tim. Come on. All right. What if I got over the holidays, I was talking to somebody who's kind of high up in a department at Georgia State, and they were under the impression that Cobb is actually gone by the end of May. We've heard the end of July. I thought end of June made sense because that's the end of the fiscal calendar. But I heard from this person, don't want to expose who it is, that the expectation throughout the school is by the end of May. All right.
How would they know?
I don't know. People talk. There's always like office gossip and things spread around, whatever. But
I think we would know before them.
And irrelevant. If we get a new athletic director before the end of May or before the end of June, July, whatever it is, what if that athletic director, he or she, whoever it may be, comes in and like says, F this shit. No, I don't care that we're in the middle of summer practice or fall practice, however it works. I'm getting rid of McGee. I'm getting rid of Hayes. There's always somebody out there ready and wanting to become a head coach and just says, screw it. Let's start from scratch right here, right now, Jesus Jones style. How would you feel about that?
Well, it would be unique for a college to do that. I mean, I wouldn't hate it at this point. I mean, if the rest of basketball goes the way we think it's going to go, nothing is looking great. Amazing, absolutely fucking amazing. If Cobb leaves, yeah, well, yeah. Because he wrote that before you said anything. I'm like, what does Emmanuel know that we don't know?
He was ready. He knew.
I was trying to play that as if Emmanuel was backing up what I had to say.
No, sorry. But yeah, I mean, I think it would be weird. We probably would not be very good that next season, but we would get a new starting point and a fresh set of eyes on the programs.
Would you be upset? Might not be that good anyway.
Right.
Yeah, would you be upset? Would you be upset if the new athletic director comes in and just mid off season lets all go and has somebody come in and start from scratch? I think that could be something. We're complaining right now that we're a week after the end of the regular season and we got no communication. If a guy comes in and says, F all this, this is not what this is. This is not I'm going to come in here and I'm firing everybody but beach volleyball.
Okay. It's not a decision I would.
Baseball?
Well, basketball should go. So that's easy. Football though, I'm like, I don't know, like it's not a decision I would make, but that's their prerogative. Mm-hmm. If you want to build a program in your own image, right? You're the athletic director now, and I would love to have an athletic director who like took charge of the program at all, like who did anything to direct the program, because I feel like for the last few years we've just had autopilot going, and we can't do that. So to have any kind of movement in a direction, have any kind of vision being communicated would be a big old plus. And yeah, I mean, like we might suck that year, but we're probably going to suck anyway. So
well, that's what I'm saying. Like if basketball does what we think it's going to do and Hayes is still here, Cobb leaves, new AD comes in, football makes zero changes, right? We're staring down the same coordinators. Everything's the same. I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't. I would be like, okay, this AD doesn't like what they saw historically. No one's made any changes. The previous AD didn't force any changes to happen before they left. And obviously, I hope whoever this magical AD that comes in has like a plan or a sense of a plan and can actually like just do, I don't know, 5 things the first year they're here to show us that they're different than what we've been experiencing, which is, well, in the last couple of years, almost nothing, right? Like,
right.
We haven't done anything in the last couple of years. Think about it. We got our new stadium. We got our new basketball arena. And what? It's been like dead. Like we haven't done
we
any
raised a
building.
bunch of money from the students with mandatory fees.
We could have raised enough for the baseball stadium from the very start the box opened until now, right? Like if we just tried to actually raise
more with
money,
the box.
We're done more there, yeah. Or how much with the box?
Hey,
keep people up in the box.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, like we could have done so much more. We had a freaking baseball stadium by now, guys.
You guys have talked me into it, and Emmanuel talked me into it too. It'd be worth it. It's not, like I said, not a decision I would make, but
yeah, was it?
Well, and
I would, yeah. I'd be ecstatic.
I would be beer for everyone. I love beer, so yeah, I'm for that.
Yeah, Emmanuel, you had me at beer for everyone. That is always a winning sales pitch for me.
Exactly.
Fire beer.
So, I mean, I don't know about you guys. In our very small, very core fan base, have you all noticed that, like, even the most optimistic, positive, upbeat fans, they're not.
They're not.
It's gotten to them where this is all very worrying and troublesome.
That it is.
It's I can't take another year of it either. I'm just saying. I said it to the two of you earlier today via our separate thread, but I can't take another year of this. I can't.
I mean, how long can any program do it? No, that being said, somebody posted on Panther Talk, they said that they could see this department dropping us to FCS because it's less work. My comment back was, that's a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort to actually drop to FCS. So yeah, I don't think that's going to happen because
and to be in the same situation at the they also are in an arms race, and like we would just be making less money and trying to compete the same way we are, and we'd probably still be losing a bunch of games if we don't figure out how to win them. Like you can't just drop down and be like, oh, we'll just decrease our competition.
Up those wins.
Like it doesn't work that way at all. So we'll just lose there.
Right. Every week we'd be worried about every single game.
Yep. That's about what it is. All right. So football's over. Basketball is basketball.
We're not to Sunbelt play yet. You never know.
I think we know.
We are missing some pieces. Like I think who isn't playing right now? What's his face? I can't remember his name.
Jalen
and Carter.
Well, so that we have this is another just like slap in the face when it comes to this program. I mean, Georgia State as a whole. So we were supposed to be playing Kennesaw this Friday which was a horrible Friday at 6:00, which was a horrible scheduling to begin with. But we had to push it back to 3:00 because Kennesaw State football is playing in the Conference USA Championship at 7:00 on Friday. This is a team, they won what, 2, maybe 3 games. I think it was 2 games last season.
Last season, yeah, they had nothing.
And now they're playing. I mean, granted, it's Conference USA, so they're absolute garbage. Hell, they won their games. They're going to be in there. Kennesaw's going to a bowl game. And we're having to move our basketball game, which we're going to get slaughtered in, to Saturday at 3:00, just so we can accommodate the Kennesaw State fans. This is exactly what I didn't want to see with this program. Exactly what I didn't want to see.
Like what I was saying earlier about like my Georgia fandom with like Vandy some years ago, right? Where like you'd play Vandy and you'd be like, oh man, I'm like a little worried about that game. But like it was still Vandy, right? You still were
Still
like,
gonna
we still win that game, right? And that like even when Kennesaw is up, we should still be like, yeah, we're gonna win that.
We'll win.
It might be tough, but like, well, you know, it might come down to a play or something, but like we'll still win that game. And I'm a little worried that we're gonna lose, you know. But like this one, they're gonna slaughter us. They're gonna score so many points. They're gonna score like 80 points, and we're gonna score like 30.
It's gonna be.
I mean, like it's
the Harlem Globetrotters against the Generals is what we're gonna see on Saturday. You know, and then again next year in football. Like as of right now,
can we move the game?
Past us. Dear Lord, we technically only have 3 games out of conference next season, so we can't move anything else. We don't have any other games coming in. So I posted that tweet about not having a full out of conference schedule, and then got massively attacked by saying there is a game, but it's not scheduled, so I don't give a shit. Like, don't.
You weren't massively attacked. That didn't happen.
You don't know what I get. You don't know what I get. You saw one thing. You don't know what else I get. You don't see my phone.
Y'all are so sensitive. Come on, man.
I am sensitive.
I mean, you want to see attacked? Look at Ryan's Twitter. That's all I gotta say. Woo. You got some fire coming at. I see it sometimes. I'm like, God damn, people.
It's slowed down. I've laid off it a little bit.
Yeah,
but no, I can hear you, David.
Okay, good. I think is that Julian.
I would love to trade.
You're like
out
frozen.
Kennesaw, push that back. I know David's been frozen for a while for me too.
Yeah. But I can hear you.
My voice. I was told tonight at a bar.
Mute.
Brought up the podcast tonight to a guy I was talking to at a bar, and he said, "I can tell that you've got a podcast voice." I'm like, really? Because I don't think I do at all. But then he told me, he's like, "You sound like somebody. You sound like somebody I'll listen to. You sound like Ben Shapiro." And I'm like, "Oh, I mean, massively successful, but doesn't he have kind of a squeaky voice?" Do I have a?
Yeah, you do a little bit, but you've got he's got a very thin voice, and yours is a little bit more full. But I hear the vocal quality that is being compared. I hear it. Yep.
Is that a good thing? Okay.
Shitty opinions. Conference USA is good. Ain't true.
Yeah, I bet Shapiro thinks that.
Kennesaw has beaten an SBC. Who they beat? They beat Arkansas State, or was it Louisiana? They did, but I think it was
one of them. Yeah,
I think it was Lafayette they beat.
They just won a game with 102 points.
Well, no, you're talking about in basketball.
It was overtime. But
we're talking about football. Football beat a SBC team. Yeah,
but who was it?
I thought it was Louisiana Lafayette.
West Georgia beat Troy.
In basketball, right?
Yeah, West State.
West Georgia. Dude. Who? Troy. Who?
Ryan.
Nice.
No, when I made comments about Mercer, I was thinking of West Georgia about being recently. Mercer's been D1 for a while. West Georgia just became D1. I think this is their second year, and they beat Troy State.
I mean, West Georgia is basically Alabama, so
we don't need to talk about them. They don't even count.
The state of, yeah. I still maintain that Georgia State just needs to take over all public universities that are not Georgia and Georgia Tech and make them Georgia State University at West Georgia, or was it where's West Georgia? Is that C name? Conyers, Collier,
Carrollton.
Carrollton. Yeah. So
Carrollton?
West Georgia needs to be Georgia State at Conyers, and then Carrollton, whatever it was. Yeah, that one.
Carrollton.
I've been drinking. And then Kennesaw needs to be Georgia State at Kennesaw. And then Trashdown South needs to be Georgia State at Trashdown South. And then we just become University of Atlanta, Georgia State.
What the
I don't
F
know
did
about
you just say?
part of
I don't
what
want
you
them.
just
I don't
said.
want them. I don't want
They
them.
can actually.
No.
We want everything but that.
No.
Yeah, no.
Then we just become University of Atlanta, Georgia State.
I don't think so.
Ryan. He's not allowed to drink. He's not showing it, but I hear it.
I think you're having connection issues though, because people can't hear you. We can hear you just fine, which is crazy. But he's saying that we should take in, as part of the Georgia State ecosystem, we should take in all these smaller programs or smaller universities, including TDS. So TDS should be Georgia State at Statesboro at TDS, he said. So I'll give him that credit. But like, no, F that.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I like this idea. I think it's good. And we just become like Georgia State University at Atlanta, and we just call ourselves Atlanta University. So yeah,
No, can't do that.
All right, well, not everyone can be right. Sometimes it's only me.
Can't do that, David. That's just wrong on so many levels.
We actually talked about this before.
We did. Did you talk about some school that's close by to like TDS that they absorbed? No, it's even worse. It's smaller than that. It's like nearby. They absorbed them, and like
we looked it up.
Yeah, that one.
TDS Armstrong Atlantic.
Armstrong. Yeah,
that's what they took. Which we should take them, because Savannah would be great.
They absorbed a dental school, didn't they? Which makes sense, because after all the
I
meth
think was
they
Armstrong
take,
Atlantic.
Those TDS kids could probably use them dental work.
They need it after the creek water that they drink.
Man, creek water.
I had a buddy that went to Armstrong, man, and it's right on the outskirts of Savannah. So you go out there, you get a place to crash if you need one, and it's just right outside of town. So you just like pop in and do your drinking and eating shrimp, and then pop back out. But now it's TDS, so like I you don't do that. I'm not going there. I'm not stopping on the outskirts of Savannah. Going all the way in.
If you're not going all the way in, where are you going?
That's right.
What's the point of
going? Go all the way in. That's right. Don't turn back.
With that, do you want to head to the last call?
I think we should. If you're having some sound issues, maybe you hit a little reset button or something and come back to us.
Yeah,
I do that.
I think the sound issues are going to be localized to the live stream. It should be fixed on the final broadcast, which doesn't do any good for our live stream listeners. But yeah,
I dropped a note in the chat saying as much, but yeah.
So if you're listening live, listen to the recorded episode.
There's only like 6 people listening live, so
it's not like Ryan and Tim are just silent, and then all of a sudden they talk about something random.
They're responding to answers or responding to questions that never got asked. Yeah.
Well, I think
David,
no, we should.
You are still crystal clear to me, which is just hilarious.
Yeah. No, you are. Yeah.
As I should be.
Thanks everyone for listening. We're gonna take a quick break here, fix David's mic, video, everything, and head over to last call. If you like what you heard or you didn't, join our Patreon anyway at patreon.com/StaveAtlanta. You get live streaming access to last call, discounts on merch. We should do some kind of holiday special, but I haven't cleared that with David yet. And you can't hear him right now anyway, so it won't matter. Group chat action, which is lively. Hopefully we'll have some breaking news on some
action.
Group chat action.
I think it's group shot action. I'm like, yeah, I like that.
Whoa. Well, that's the after call group shot action.
They were trying to get that threesome on you today, and you turned them down.
The TDS guy, yeah. We'll talk about that in last call.
Adult beverages at tailgates, including maybe some on the top of the box deck.
Yeah.
If David's listening, $5 is all it takes. Become a fan of the show. We'd love to have you aboard. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Peace.